Lizzie here at the Omaha Children's Museum with my friend Chase. And today we're practicing our ASL, which is American Sign Language. Chase will be doing some and I will translate for him. And we're going to play a game of I Spy. Are you ready, Chase? Let's go. I spy something blue, small, and it's a car. Let's see. Well, I don't think a car would be up there. Oh, is it the police car, Chase? Well, awesome. Now, since you spied a police car and you're wearing a police uniform, well, I have a special police officer friend that we can meet. Let's go. All right, museum friends. We're here with Chase and our police friend Officer Ruteena here, and they're going to show us some cool things about their police car. Hey, Officer Ruteena, we have some very important questions. Chase has a lot of gadgets that help him with his adventures. What sort of gadgets do you have to help save people in everyday life?
That is a really good question. So just like my friend Chase, we carry lots of equipment that help us with our job throughout the day. Of course, I have my jacket on because it's cold outside. I have my mask that's issued so that I can stay safe. And then I have a full duty belt of lots of toys and gadgets that I have at my disposal every day. So of course, with our duty belt, this is most of our equipment that we use throughout the day or have in access very quickly. And that's where most of my equipment will be. And then I have a few other things that I keep in my cruiser because this is kind of like my office. So my duty belt is full of different kinds of gadgets. The duty belt itself is secured outside onto another belt so that way my pants don't fall down. So belt is very important. So I also carry mace. So we use these in crowd type of instances, but mace is something that gets all over the place, so it's rarely used. I have my duty weapon just in case I have to save someone's life from an attacker or my own life. Then I also have a taser. And these have been things that have been out in our communities of police departments for a while. These are a non-lethal tool that we can use. So it uses like an electrical current to help us detain somebody. Then I have my police radio, it goes to my microphone, and I have an earpiece right here in my ear so that I can hear what our dispatcher says without it interrupting anybody outside of my hearing range. So this is kind of like my lifeline. The radios are important, aren't they, Chase? Because we have to have communication. The dispatchers need to know where we are, and our other officers need to know where we are at all times. In case we need to call for help or additional assistance, or for ambulance or fire truck, we have them right here so we can always talk to our dispatchers. Then I have some handcuffs and extra little utilities. I have a pouch for rubber gloves. We always have to stay safe with all the fluids and things we come in contact with. There might be blood or spit or other stuff that we don't want to get dirty. So, and then another pair of handcuffs. So that's really what I carry on my duty belt at all times. I carry a pen so we can do reports and have people sign tickets. I carry a notepad, and these are very important utensils too in my pockets. So I have a notepad where I can write down people's name, address, birthdays, and information, just in case I need it for a report, if they are a witness or a victim or maybe even suspect information. And I always carry a driver's license and my police ID so that we can show that we have our credentials at any time. I carry extra handcuff keys so that I can take on and put on handcuffs whenever I need to. And in my other pocket I carry helpful resource information, things like for mental health assistance, domestic violence assistance, protection order information. We have a lot of resources available to us.
All right, and what kind of tools do you have in your car, officer?
That's a good question too, Lizzie. So what I don't carry on my duty belt, I carry inside of the cruiser. So inside of here, I have a full computer and it functions with so many different programs so that I can look up criminal history, I can look up license plate information. I have everything at my disposal to build a case or to get further information for investigations. So I do all of my reports and my tickets on there. There's a printer right inside as well. So there's lots of cool technology inside of my cruiser. So I also, of course, have my emergency lights that my cruiser is equipped with. That way I can pull over anybody who needs to have some contact with me in case they were speeding or maybe there was a car accident. So the lights are there to help direct traffic at the same time. I have another police radio inside. So my portable I use when I'm outside of the car, but my radio that's in the car I use when I'm driving. So then I also carry extra stuff. I have an entire duty bag that's inside there. I of course carry my police whistle. I have some extra markers in case I need to give notices. I also carry lots of different reports and things in here and extra ticket books for parking citations. I carry all kinds of equipment to keep me safe. And I even carry extra masks for whoever needs to be transported in my car. I also carry an extra dog leash because sometimes we get calls for dogs at large. So we always try to help owners get their dogs back in any case, and we kind of help the Humane Society in that aspect. So we also help our medic friends and our firefighters. We carry medical equipment with us as well. Most officers will have some type of equipment that we can use in case we need to render first aid. So we are a first responder, even though I'm not a medic in an ambulance. If I'm the first person on the scene with somebody injured, I have some equipment to help them out until the ambulance arrives. We also carry other firearms in there. We have officers who are rifle certified and carry a rifle just for high-risk situations. We also carry shotguns in our car in case we need those for any type of emergency situation.
All right, that's amazing. So Officer, Paw Patrol gets a lot of calls for when someone's in danger or needs help. How do you know when there's someone in need?
Yeah, so very similar to how Chase and his friends get to go and help people. Somebody will tell them where the emergencies are at. So we actually have a 911 call center. So if you call 911 for an emergency, an operator will answer your call and they are immediately feeding information to a computer that goes to a dispatcher who simultaneously is telling us where we need to go. So our Uniform Patrol Bureau are the officers that take 911 calls, and we respond to any emergency that people call for. So the operators get the information, and it's always good to keep talking to them because even though they're asking you lots of questions, they are transferring that information to the dispatcher who then is giving us more and more information of what to expect when we get to the scene. So don't be afraid to stay on the phone. Just know that from the very initial call, so anyone who calls 911, just rest assured that help is on the way. So every time you call 911, we are there to respond as quickly and effectively as we can.
When should someone call the police, officer?
So when should someone call the police? These are very good questions because not everything is an emergency that requires a 911 response. So we want to make sure that the line for 911 is available for emergencies at all times. So when to call for help. If you are injured or if somebody you know is injured and can't help themselves, you definitely want to call 911. If you see a car accident that may have injuries, we want to respond to help, so you can call 911 in those cases. If there's a fire or if someone is sick, you definitely want to call 911. If you don't feel safe for any reason or you feel like your safety is in jeopardy, those things require a 911 call. If you are lost and you can't find help, it's important that you know how to call 911 because there's an officer there waiting to help.
So my friends, Chase and I have been practicing our American Sign Language, and we'd like to show you the ASL for police. What you do is you make a C with your dominant hand, the one you use for writing, and you put it right here, like a bat. Can you all try with me? Make a C, and right here. That's American Sign Language for police. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Remember to call 911 if you're in danger, and have a wonderful day, everybody.
And Officer Alcantava and Chase is on the case.